Hello! A woman in Vietnam was upset with her husband, which is something that happens a million times a day around the world, which I can tell you from experience. Now, she alleges that her husband was having an affair, which is not particularly uncommon either, and that her husband beat her, which unfortunately happens all too often as well. She decided it was time for revenge, so she decided to pull a bobbit on her husband. She cut off her husband's ding-dong with a pair of scissors and threw it in a river. Now, the man was sleeping at the time, and I'm not really sure how anybody could sleep through something like that. Unless, of course, she did it quickly. One motion, right off! I'll tell you something, when I wake up in the morning, I look forward to a cup of coffee. I don't expect to wake up and find my love muscle has gone missing. And I'd have to say, I'm not sure I would want to continue a relationship with a woman who settles marital disputes by cutting off body parts while I'm sleeping. That's a bit of a deal breaker for me. And some poor fish in a river somewhere is suddenly feeling nauseated after eating what it thought was an eel. I think this woman went about it all wrong. She should have cut it off and put it in a jar of formaldehyde. Then she could keep it on her coffee table as a warning to any new man that she decides to date after her husband runs for the hills. And then when any new suitors ask, hey, what's up with the penis in the jar? She could say, well, that's what happens around here when you cheat on me or beat me. It might then be wise to tell the new boyfriend that he'll get 3 warnings before she decides to go for the scissors. This will hopefully prevent him from seeing the jar, standing up and saying, I don't think this is going to work. There's no word on the condition of the husband. 29-year-old man is jobless and known to use drugs, and I think he's going to need drugs now to help dull the pain. I imagine he'll be telling his doctor, yeah, it hurts when I pee or watch porn. Let's just hope this guy can find an organ donor. So my wife tells me that the price of peanut butter is going up. Now, I eat peanut butter every morning because I have blood sugar issues, and it's a really good way to start my day. Peanut butter has protein and sugar, which is perfect for somebody with hypoglycemia. If you don't know what hypoglycemia is, essentially when I eat certain foods, usually flours and sugars and refined stuff, my body produces too much insulin, and that causes my blood sugar to drop quickly. When that happens, it can lead to all kinds of problems. Now, I also drink coffee. I drink decaf because, again, regular coffee affects my blood sugar. I used to drink regular coffee and smoke cigarettes. Lots and lots of coffee and lots of cigarettes. To be young again. Again, getting off topic here. So now scientists are saying that the climate change could be pushing coffee to extinction. The news is obviously not being met well by coffee drinkers. I'm not sure if they conducted a survey of coffee drinkers to get their opinion. I just hope that if they did do a survey, they did it after people had their first cup of coffee of the morning. Or the people being surveyed may have responded with rage, violence, and cursing. I'm sure most of you have heard about the video that was going around of a couple having sex while skydiving. The video shows a porn star who works weekends as a skydiving instructor having sex with a receptionist at the same skydiving school, all while skydiving. Now, the porn star, a man named Alex Torres, posted the video on his blog, and it became a hit among local youth. A subsequent police investigation forced him to take it down. But neither of the flying fornicators was actually charged with anything, as they were consenting adults having sex. Now, there's no law against that, although any act that distracts the pilot can constitute an FAA violation. A couple having sex in your plane before jumping, distracting? Well, I guess. When I read this story, the only thing I could think of was how having sex while skydiving must be problematic. First of all, it's pretty windy when you're falling from a plane. The thought of my apple sack flip-flopping around in the wind doesn't appeal to me. And I don't want to think about what happens when he pulls out at that magic moment. Kind of like peeing in the wind, if you get my meaning. I guess it's safe to say that they can brag about joining the Mile High Club. Today's question of the day is, what are some other hazards that come with having sex while skydiving? Also, what is your favorite kind of potato chip? I likes me the dill pickle. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to fave, comment, have a sub, write your congressman, and play with your marionettes. See you later. Which is not particular. Now the man was. Now there's no. I just hope they did. I just hope that if they did do a survey, they did it after the. They did it at, and it became a hit among yokel.